All right, welcome beautiful people. I am Remsen Noire and you are tuned into Tribe by Noire. Now if you're new to the channel, the three topics of discussion primarily focused on here are fitness, plant-based nutrition, and self-development. And through the strategies that we discuss here, we use these strategies in order to become the best versions of ourselves, to make progress on a consistent basis towards our ideal lifestyle. Self-development is all about maximizing the human experience. And the way you do that is through first cultivating self-awareness, self-understanding, identifying your baggage, identifying the enemy within, conquering the enemy within. And once you conquer the enemy within, there can be no enemy without. And this will set you free. This will set you free and allow you to consistently make personal progress, to maximize the human experience, to expand your reach in your space. This will allow you to maximize well-being for everyone and everything around you. And this is how we craft an ideal lifestyle. This is what it looks like. Health, wealth, prosperity, beautiful relationships, meaningful relationships, constant growth and learning, ultimately becoming the best version of yourself. But it all starts with self-awareness, self-mastery. This is the goal. And in terms of success and reaching and fulfilling goals, whatever that looks like to you, whatever the goal is to you, it all hinges on your understanding of standards and habits. And that's exactly what we're going to get into now. Now let me paint a picture for you guys, right? I'm on Instagram and I'm scrolling through my feed. And then I see this image. And it's two women, right? One on the left, one on the right. And the one on the left is a woman. She's got a beautiful tan, brown skin, right? Smooth skin, muscle definition, full hair, right? She's doing the top flex. She's wearing a sports bra. She's in phenomenal shape. And then on the right side, there is an elderly looking woman, you know, gray hair, wrinkled, kind of disheveled looking, bad posture, and has a walker, right? And below both of these images states their age. On the left, the very athletic woman, she's age 72. And then on the right, below her image, is also age 72. And you see that, right? And you're like, your mind is blown. You're like, what? How's that possible? And some people will say, oh, well, genetics or different lifestyle choices, and they'll say a bunch of things. But at the end of the day, the key difference here is the standards that they accept, right? There's two different standards on these sides. The athletic, healthy-looking woman has a higher standard for the quality of her life, the quality of her food, the quality of her workout, right? The quality of her sleep, right? How much stress she's willing to tolerate in her life, right? She takes care of herself because she doesn't tolerate a low quality of health. Whereas on the other side, there's a low standard. She hasn't raised the bar for her standard in order to be in that great shape that the other woman's in. So even though they're the same age, this standard makes all the difference. And so the truth is the fact that that applies to you and me, to all of us, in every aspect of our lives. See, because your current situation runs parallel to the standard that you set. So in order to get to the next level in life, you have to upgrade your standard to a higher standard. And there's got to be an emotional connection to it. There's got to be a good enough reason behind it. Because if you have a low standard, it's probably because you don't really care. But if you do really care and you really, really want to go to the next level, you got to raise your standard. And there will be things in your life that will push you and present the opportunity to present you with a choice. What are you going to accept? You're going to eat your greens, you're going to not eat your greens. You're going to drink water, or you're going to drink Coke. What are you going to do? What is the choice you're going to make? What's the quality you want here? And so it's split right down the middle, right? High quality, low quality. You can make the choice. Now, hopefully, you're watching this video and you're saying, I want to raise my standard. And so let's talk about raising that standard. Because in order to raise that standard, it's not really like this magical thing. It's really quite simple. It's about developing higher standard habits. Developing habits that coincide with that higher standard. Now, whether you like it or not, one thing you got to understand is we all have habits, good habits and bad habits. And a lot of these habits are subconsciously driven. We've been doing them for so long, we're on autopilot with it. So some of these habits may be overeating the ice cream, right? If you eat straight out of the tub, you end up eating too much. You don't know when to stop. It's a bad habit. Another habit would be hitting the snooze button. Every morning you hit the snooze button twice, right? And it causes you to have a habit of showing up to work late. Maybe you have a habit of skipping the gym. You have a habit of sitting down in front of the television for too long. We all have like these little habits and things that we want to break. And so rather than focus on breaking the bad habits, let's focus on adopting new good habits to put in their place. And so really what we do is we make a conscious effort to make a small change very consistently. And so here's my strategy. What I suggest is you look at this in terms of categories. Now, my 3 categories are fitness, nutrition, and self-development, right? Those are my 3 categories. And so what you can do is you can take at least one habit from each category and implement that on a daily basis. So let's start with fitness. Here's an easy one. Work out for 15 to 20 minutes, 7 days a week. Surely you have 15 to 20 minutes. And you know what? If you're coming home after work and you're sitting down in front of the television for an hour or 2 hours, you have 15 minutes or 20 minutes to work out 7 days a week. But, of course, your standard has got to be up there. But you can, right? So 15 to 20 minutes, 7 days a week, and you work out. If you don't want to do that, what you can do is you can do a walk. Walk for 30 to 45 minutes every day. Either do it first thing in the morning or you do it right before you go to bed at night. 30 to 45 minutes. Or walk a mile or a mile and a half. Right? Just take a walk every day. 7 days a week. It's really that simple. Moving on to nutrition, and we all want to clean up our diet in some way, shape, or form, right? Because we all want to lose some belly fat or whatever you got going on and build some muscle or whatever your goal is, right? And so we got to tailor the nutrition in order to do that. So here's a challenge to you. Habit number 2, download a mobile app where you can track your food. You can do MyFitnessPal or you can do Chronometer, right? Those are the 2 that I use. And so every time you eat, you just plug in whatever you ate into the app. So if you ate 2 kiwis, you plug in 2 kiwis. If you had 2 cups of kale, you plug in 2 cups of kale, right? Or you know what, if you had like a whole sleeve of Oreos, plug that into the app. Whatever you ate, just plug it in. You don't even need to start off with fixing your diet and cutting out all the junk food and all of this type of stuff. just document what you ate. Whatever you're eating, just document it. So you can at least look at your eating habits, right? You can just look at the calories. You can look at the macros and be like, yeah, that's gross. I'm not doing that anymore. Because you got to see it every day. You got to plug it in. And the thing is, when you make a conscious effort to plug it into the app, you look at it and you're just cringing while doing it, because if you know that you've eaten something terrible and you got to stop, right? So it's a habit that breeds awareness. So you can do that. And there's plenty of people who tell me, oh, I don't have the time to track my food in the app. I'm not believing that. Come on. If you have time, okay, to post memes on Instagram 2 to 3 times a day, surely you have the time to track your food in the app. You're already on your phone. A lot of the times we're sending text messages we don't need to send. We're scrolling through Facebook for like 20, 30 minutes, Instagram 20, 30 minutes. And we spend so much time wasting time on our phone. You mean to tell me you don't have time to track your food in the app? Come on. It's not the time you lack, it's the standard. So I challenge you. Download the app, track your food. Now another habit is to add good food choices. You don't even need to subtract anything from what you eat currently. Just add something, right? Every day, eat a raw salad every day. Or every day you eat 2 to 4 cups of greens every day, right? You can have 2 cups of mixed greens. You can have a chopped cucumber and a cup of baby spinach with a Roma tomato, whatever the case is. Whatever your favorite vegetables are, chop it up, put it in a bowl, make a raw seasoning, right? Use some smashed avocado, some lime juice, tahini sauce, some ginger, whatever the case is, right? Little sea salt in there, and boom, you got a salad. You do that every day, 7 days a week. Adding some greens to your diet. You can wake up and every morning, you eat 2 kiwis and have a cup of tea every morning. Right? You can do that. If you don't want to do any of those things, drink 64 ounces of water a day, right? You have the entire day to drink 64 ounces of water. Or you get a 20 or a 24 ounce bottle of water and you fill it up 3 to 4 times a day. That's it. Right? 4 times a day, boom. 20 ounces of water 4 times a day. You can do that. These are just little tiny things. These are not really hard things to do. To make a salad. To make a salad 7 days a week is not that hard. It's just one salad, right? But understand, like a change like that, it breeds a certain mindset, changes things in you. You start eating differently. You go, oh man, you know what? Actually, I like eating salads. I like eating my vegetables. Let me look into some new vegetables to eat. And then you start eating some new stuff, right? Maybe you start with some spinach and then you go, oh, let me try out some kale. Oh, let me try out some let me try out some arugula, right? Let me try some mixed greens. Let me throw some cucumber in there. Let me get creative. Let me throw some baby tomatoes in there, right? Let me go on YouTube and look up some new dressings and stuff like that to put on my salad. Some raw dressings that I can make in a blender right quick and put on my salad. You start getting creative. You start enjoying it. Your skin starts clearing up. You start losing some body fat, right? You start feeling better because you're getting that extra nutrients in your body, right? It's just one simple change. That's really all it is. Self-development, right? Get a notebook and journal your thoughts in your notebook, right? Every night before you go to bed, and you write down what you've learned for the day. Write down how you've become a better person. Write down what you've done today to become a better person. That's it. Just write it down in a notebook. Or you can write I am and then put the trait you want to be. I am wise enough to achieve whatever I want in this world. I am compassionate enough to take care of other people and maximize well-being for other people. I am intelligent enough to be a successful entrepreneur. Whatever it may be, right? But just get a notebook, write it down. And then the next day you can look at what you wrote. Right? And so what happens is, this is all just a matter of reflection, just having your ideas and your thoughts and stuff reflected back to you. Again, just to breed self-awareness, right? Once you become more aware of yourself and your thoughts and your behaviors, things start to change. And it's just 3 or 4 habits, small habits, that you just do 7 days a week. And you do it for 30 days, right? And all it is just making a conscious effort to reprogram your subconscious. And once you start doing these things on autopilot, then you can develop new habits. And when you do this month after month, year after year, this is how you make continuous progress to become the best version of yourself. Now, for a lot of us, we've developed some great habits in the past. We were on a roll, 7 days, right? 2 weeks straight, been working out, been eating healthy, cut out the junk food, do all of this stuff. We made some real pushes, cleaned up the diet, lost weight, built muscle, made more money, all types of stuff, right? We were on a roll for like a month or maybe even 3 months straight. And for a lot of us, we lose it. We go through setbacks. And then the good habits, all of a sudden, it's not like how it used to be. They're gone. And that's the worst, right? You put back on the weight, you start losing money, right? Maybe you fall back into some depression, whatever the case may be. And this is a result of not protecting the good habits. Because understand that the world we live in can be very toxic sometimes. And a toxic environment kills progress. A toxic environment kills good habits. A toxic environment ruins your sleep and chucks you back into the habit of hitting that snooze button. And so we need to protect the good habits. Protect them. Protect your energy. Protect your environment so that you can protect those good habits at all costs. Protection. Safeguard those good habits. So it's very important to identify the things that are causing you to slip up and make sure we keep those things away from us. We don't want those things creeping into our lives and messing us up. So protect them. Toxic people, get away, right? Drama, negative talk, get it away. Whatever is ruining your state, whatever is distracting you from all the good progress that you've been getting to, get it away. Relationships, whatever the case is, even if you have a messy place, your apartment or your house is messy, clean it up. Make your bed. Clean your bathroom, right? Get those essential oils, burn some sage, make it smell nice. Do whatever it takes to protect your state and protect your good habits and overall protect that higher standard. Do not allow this world to compromise your standard. Alright, you guys, I really appreciate you sticking with me to the end of this video. Now, if you know somebody who can really benefit from this kind of message, feel free to share it with them. And they may get some real value and make some real life change through hearing this kind of message. Now, if you are interested in connecting with me personally, and maybe you're seeking some insight, some mentoring, or some coaching, what you can do is you can hit the link in the description below and request a consultation. And me and you can connect via the phone or web chat, whatever works best for you. And if you want to do this for the long term, and you really believe that together we can make some change, and I know for a fact that we can, then you can get on my platform at Tribe by Noire, become a member and rock with me, and let's make some real change. And I'll see you in the next video.